Hi, Wellness Whiz kids! Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of whole grains. Did you know that whole grains are not just tasty, but super healthy too? From oatmeal to brown rice, we'll explore why whole grains should be a regular part of your meals. Ready to find out more? Let's get started. Right, so, whole grains. What are they then? You hear folks banging on about them all the time, but what's the big deal, eh? Well, let me tell you, whole grains are like the superheroes of the grain world. No capes, just loads of goodness tucked inside. You see, when a grain, like wheat or rice, is all grown up and ready, it has these amazing layers. You've got the bran on the outside. That's the tough cookie packed with fiber, which is ace for your digestion. Then you've got the germ, the little nugget in the middle that's full of vitamins and minerals, like a treasure chest of goodness. And finally you've got the endosperm, which is mostly starch, the stuff that gives you energy. Now here's the thing. When they make white bread or white rice, they strip away the bran and the germ, leaving just the endosperm. It's like taking away Superman's cape and his super strength. You're left with something that's, well, a bit boring and not nearly as good for you. Whole grains, on the other hand, keep all those layers intact, so you get the full package of nutrients. It's like having Superman at his best, fighting for your health. So, next time you're reaching for a loaf of bread or a bag of rice, remember the superhero grains. Choose whole grains. Now, let's talk about some of my favorite whole grain superheroes. First up, we've got oats. Oats are brilliant, especially for breakfast. They're like little sponges that soak up all the good stuff, like milk or yogurt, and you can top them with whatever you fancy. Fruit, nuts, seeds, a drizzle of honey, you name it. They'll keep you feeling full and energized all morning long. Next we have brown rice. Now brown rice is a bit of a chameleon. It can be a side dish, a salad base, you can even use it in desserts. It's got a lovely nutty flavor and a slightly chewy texture, which I personally love. And it's a nutritional powerhouse packed with fiber, magnesium, and manganese. Give it a go. Now for a grain that's small but mighty, let me introduce you to quinoa. Quinoa is a bit of a superstar these days, and for good reason. It's one of the few plant-based sources of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids. Plus, it's gluten-free, so it's a great option for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. And of course, we can't forget about good old bread. But not just any bread, we're talking whole wheat bread. Look for bread that's made with 100% whole wheat flour, not just a little bit mixed in. Whole wheat bread is a good source of fiber, iron, and B vitamins, and it's delicious toasted with a bit of avocado or nut butter. And last but not least, we've got whole grain pasta. Gone are the days when whole grain pasta was dry and bland. There are so many amazing varieties available now that are just as delicious as their refined counterparts. Look for pasta made with spelt, quinoa, or brown rice flour for a nutritious and tasty meal. Alright, so we've talked about what whole grains are, but why should we be eating them? What's the big deal? Well, let me tell you, these little guys are packed with benefits. They're like the gift that keeps on giving. First off, whole grains are like rocket fuel for your body. They give you long-lasting energy that'll power you through your day. Forget those sugary cereals that give you a quick burst and then leave you crashing. Whole grains are here to stay. And speaking of staying regular, whole grains are brilliant for your gut. They're full of fiber, which acts like a broom, sweeping through your digestive system and keeping things moving along smoothly. Trust me, a happy gut is a happy you. But that's not all. Whole grains are also looking out for your ticker. They can help lower your cholesterol and blood pressure, which are major risk factors for heart disease. So, by eating more whole grains, you're giving your heart a big hug. And if that wasn't enough, whole grains are also packed with essential vitamins and minerals like B vitamins for energy production, iron for healthy blood, and magnesium for strong bones. They're like little nutritional powerhouses. Now I know what you're thinking, all this sounds great, but how do I make the switch from refined grains to whole grains? Well, it's actually easier than you might think. Start by making small swaps, one step at a time. Next time you're at the supermarket, reach for the brown rice instead of the white rice. Swap out your usual white bread for a loaf of whole wheat bread. And when you're craving pasta, opt for a whole grain variety. You'll be amazed at how easy it is to incorporate more whole grains into your diet. And don't be afraid to get creative in the kitchen. There are so many delicious and easy ways to enjoy whole grains. Add some cooked quinoa to your salads for extra protein and fiber. Make a hearty breakfast porridge with oats, berries, and nuts. Or whip up a batch of whole wheat pancakes for a weekend treat. Remember, making healthy choices doesn't have to be boring. With a little bit of effort, you can easily add more whole grains to your diet and reap all the amazing benefits they have to offer. So go on, give whole grains a try. Your body will thank you for it. Right, let's get down to business. I'm going to share some of my favorite ways to sneak more whole grains into your meals without breaking a sweat. We're talking simple, delicious, and family-friendly ideas that'll have you saying whole grains, yes please. Let's start with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Now, I'm a big fan of porridge, or oatmeal as you might call it. It's a blank canvas for flavor, and it's packed with whole grains. You can cook it with water or milk, add a pinch of salt, and then go wild with the toppings. For a berrylicious start to your day, try topping your porridge with fresh or frozen berries, a sprinkle of chopped nuts for crunch, and a drizzle of honey for sweetness. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, go for a tropical twist with chopped mango, toasted coconut flakes, and a dollop of yogurt. Now for lunch, let's ditch those soggy sandwiches and try something a bit more exciting. Whole wheat wraps are a brilliant option. They're versatile, portable, and they hold up well to fillings. You can fill them with leftover roasted veggies, grilled chicken or fish, hummus, or falafel. Another one of my favorite lunchbox ideas is a grain bowl. Start with a base of cooked quinoa, brown rice, or barley, then add your favorite veggies, roasted sweet potatoes, crunchy cucumber, juicy tomatoes, whatever you fancy. Then, add a source of protein like chickpeas, lentils, tofu, or tempeh. For dinner, whole grains can really shine. Try serving a side of quinoa or brown rice alongside your favorite protein and veggies. Or get adventurous and try a new grain like freekeh, farro, or millet. They all have unique flavors and textures that'll add excitement to your plate. And don't forget about snacks. Whole grains can be a lifesaver when those afternoon cravings hit. Air-popped popcorn is a great option. It's low in calories, high in fiber, and you can flavor it with your favorite spices, like paprika, cumin, or chili powder. Another one of my go-to snacks is whole grain crackers with hummus. Hummus is a great source of protein and fiber, and it's super versatile. You can make your own or buy it pre-made. Serve it with a variety of colorful veggies for dipping like carrots, celery, and bell peppers. So there you have it. Loads of easy and delicious ways to incorporate more whole grains into your diet. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Start by swapping out one refined grain for a whole grain each day, and see how you feel. You might be surprised at how much you enjoy the taste and the health benefits. Greek yogurt or a sprinkle of feta cheese for a creamy and tangy twist. Thanks for joining us, Wellness Whiz kids. Remember, whole grains are not just healthy, they're delicious and versatile too. What's your favorite whole grain? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fun and healthy tips. See you next time.